What's up, guys? It's Snipe here again, and I decided to make a little tips tricks type video, help some of you guys out, and hope you guys get a little better at the game. Um, what I stress out first is that you shouldn't use guns in certain maps. Like, you don't want to use a light machine gun in Combine. Me myself personally, I don't use light machine guns at all. It's just they're too heavy, too slow. I mean, you always have to be posted up somewhere, and just doesn't work out too well, especially if you want to get a high score per minute, or if you want to get a lot of high kills in a game. With 25, 30 plus kills in a game, you're really gonna have a hard time doing that with a light machine gun, unless you mastered the 48 dredge or the gore gun or something. We can start off with some perks. Perks are really important. I know a lot of people play with just a overpowered gun, like the full attachment, optic, whatever, on their gun, but perks actually do play a very big part in keeping you alive. Perks that I like to run personally are Ghost, Fast Hands, and Blast Suppressor. Ghost, obviously, just because your UAV. Look at me. I started this game with the Weevil, and just because I got the gem camo and I wanted to check it out, but notice how I changed back to the VMP with the quickness. But yeah, like I was saying, I run Ghost obviously because just it keeps you alive. Like, you're gonna get a few UAVs in the map in a match, and you know, you don't really want people knowing where you are. I actually, with this VMP class that I'm running right now in this match, I don't have Ghost on. I have anti-up. I mean, no, I have overclock on, just because I wanted to get the hive as quick as possible, because I was trying to complete the specialist. I was just trying to complete that specialist, so I was just trying to get it quick as possible. But notice here, guys, I'm jumping around just because I know they have a UAV up, and the UAV, it scans every 2-3 seconds. So if you move around in like the same type area, enemies are gonna think that you're somewhere that you're actually not. So you can actually use the UAV as a advantage for yourself if they can see you, because if you jump around to different spots, they think you're somewhere that you're not. So it helps you out in that little area. That's why I was constantly jumping back and forth so they can peep into the room. I didn't even know that hives can kill people here in the water. I saw the hive and I jumped into the water thinking that was gonna save me, but obviously not. I actually used that later. I started shooting my hive in the water just because now I know that it can kill in the water. But yeah, so that's how you want to really use. If you don't run Ghost, that's how you want to use. Like if you don't have, obviously, if you don't have like the black cell or something to shoot the UAV down, you can use a UAV to your advantage that way. Blast Suppressor, simply just because if you're running core and there's a mini map up, you don't want to have the enemy see you when you're jumping up and you're boosting. And Fast Hands, just because if you have fast hands and like a quick draw on your gun, you're gonna be able to aim down your sight very quickly, and if the other teammate or the other enemy doesn't have it, you can most likely get the first couple shots on him first, which obviously will you know, suit your advantage, and you'll most likely kill him. That's what I was talking about with the hive in the water there. But yeah, let's start with assault rifles. I find myself using the KN, HVK, and the XR2. I actually when I first started playing this game, I used to use the ICR, but the ICR takes a little too many bullets to kill someone. I know they buffed it, but to me it's about the same gun. I like the recoil on it, that it's like non-existent, but that's how I feel about the ICR. And if you're gonna run an assault rifle, run it in a bigger map, and some certain attachments you're gonna want on it. You're definitely gonna want high caliber. You're definitely gonna want quick draw, and I find myself using extended mag in stock. That's preference. I like being able to aim down my sight and walk a little quicker, and that's what stock helps you with. I can't really use the assault rifle without stock because I just feel heavy and slow. Movement. When you're going to cross a map and you have an assault rifle, you're gonna be moving slow. It's not a submachine gun, obviously. It's a heavy gun. Assault rifle is a heavy gun, and you're just not going to be able to move as quickly. So you're gonna wanna, when you turn corners and you know that there might be a person there, you're gonna want to jump, like jump corners. You're gonna want to jump consistently when you see someone, so just so it can make you a harder target to hit. And at the same time, you're gonna want to be aiming and shooting that person. It sounds complicated, but it's just something that comes over time. As you practice, you'll get better at it. Trust me. You constantly want to be aiming down your sight, and you don't ever want to be in the middle of the map. Not with an assault rifle, just because you can't turn or jump, or you just don't move as quick. And the gun takes a little longer to kill people. That's why I stress high caliber, so you can try to get those one-shot head kills, and they're really necessary here. Here I go off. I'm 3-on-1 here, and I take out my hive and completely close off this right corner with my hive so that they wouldn't push me. But yeah, that's another thing. That's a good way to use the hive. That's just, I feel the pressure, and that's just quick thinking. And that's also a thing that just comes with time. When you're playing the game, you start to make better decisions quicker. But yeah, also with the assault rifle, you don't want to, you can post up a little bit, like head glitch some areas, but you don't want to stay in those areas just because the assault rifles aren't as mobile as submachine guns. So eventually somebody will come for you, and you won't be able to fight them off in those close range areas like a submachine gun will. But certain submachine guns I actually run are the VMP and the Kuda. When I first started playing this game, I used to like the Pharaoh a lot, but they nerfed that, and it's just never been the same. I've had some of the biggest games with the Razorback, just because the Razorback, you can move quick, but in my opinion, it plays a lot like an assault rifle, and you'll end up losing a lot of those close range fights with the Razorback, just because it's more of a mid-range submachine gun. Some attachments you're gonna want to run on the submachine guns are quick draw, extended mag, and grip. That's at least what I run on it. And quick draw for obvious reasons, like the assault rifle. You combine that with fast hands, you'll be able to get the first couple shots on your enemy. And extended mag, just because the submachine guns shoot quicker, and you're gonna be running out of bullets. And grip, because of the rapid fire on the submachine guns. There's a lot more recoil. Some movement that you want to do with the submachine guns, obviously you're going to be moving quicker than an assault rifle, and you won't really have to jump around as much. So if you do want to not use blast suppressor, and you maybe want to use dead silence, just because you're going to be running into rooms with it, and that's their best situation, is when you run into rooms. That's where the submachine guns play at their very best, those close range areas. So you might want to consider dead silence. And if you have a submachine gun, you can really do what you want with it. You could hold down an area, not post up, but like hold down a certain, good 25-foot range area, just because a submachine gun will fix some of your mistakes that you might make. If you're a little slow shooting it or aiming down your sight, it'll save you in certain times, just because of its rapid fire. And really, that's about it. Other than that, you guys just really need to practice. Obviously, practicing makes anything easier for you and makes you better at whatever it is that you're doing. And that's really all it takes, guys. Just practice, and hopefully some of these things can help you guys. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.